Afternoon, guys. Teacher Eli here, and today we have the complement of lesson Unity 2 and also Unity 3 of the first book, Be Welcome. Pessoal, hoje nós temos então o complemento da lição 2 e também a lição 3, unidade 3 do livro. Let's get going! Let's get going with the correction of the homework. Vamos começar com a correção do tema aqui no quadro à minha direita, minha esquerda, não sei, depende do ponto de vista. We have here the resolutions, alright? Let me read out loud for you guys. If you have any questions, you can contact me on Instagram or WhatsApp. Let's stop talking, the game has just started. Vamos parar de falar, o jogo acabou de começar. I haven't decided which university course I will apply yet. Eu ainda não decidi qual curso de universidade eu vou fazer. Human beings have never been to Mars. Os seres humanos nunca estiveram em Marte. The little girl has already drunk her milk, but she's still hungry. A garotinha já bebeu o leite e ainda está com fome. Have you ever got lost in an unfamiliar city? Você já se perdeu uma cidade estranha. I haven't worked today because it's a holiday. Não trabalhei hoje porque não é feriado. Porque é feriado. We have bought a new LCD TV. Nós compramos uma nova TV de LCD. Have you been? Everybody is looking. Where have you been? Everybody is looking for you. Onde você esteve, todo mundo tem procurado por ti. The young man has sent many messages to his fiancée. O jovem rapaz mandou muitas mensagens para a noiva. Has he spoken to the teacher? Ele falou com o professor. No, he hasn't had the time to do it yet. Ele ainda não teve tempo para isso. Legal? Day before today, yesterday, hour, week, month, year, decade, century. Já vimos na semana passada. Já vimos desde semana passada, mas vou deixar aqui no quadro para aqueles que não pegaram. Beleza? Mas já foi corrigido semana passada, né? Isso aí. Tudo já corrigido na semana passada. Beleza? Legal. Falamos sobre o Instagram, aqui já é coisa nova, né? Material novo. The amount of time people spend on social media is constantly increasing. Teens now spend up to 9 hours a day on social platforms, while 30% of all time spent online is now allocated to social media interaction. And the majority of that time is on mobile. 60% of the social media time spent is facilitated by a mobile device. Então o pessoal passa a maior parte do tempo aí no Instagram, no Snapchat, no Twitter, no YouTube e no Facebook. 5 years and 4 months on social media. Isso num tempo de vida inteiro, são 5 anos na rede social, 5 anos em redes sociais. Doideira ou não? Muitos me enviaram aqui, alguns ainda não me enviaram. Para quem não me enviou ainda, então, por favor, pessoal, what about you? E sobre você, how much time do you spend on internet? Quanto tempo você passa na internet? Have you stopped to think about it? Parou para pensar nisso? E aí? How much of time you spend on social media? Quanto tempo você passa na rede digital? Conta aí para mim o que você faz nas plataformas, tá? Mais correções aqui, então, let's get going. Agora, na página 24, 24. Mais um zoom. Opa! Vamos lá. Fill the gaps with simple past or present perfect. Have you played the latest video game yet? Você já jogou um novo jogo? No, I only bought it yesterday. I haven't had time to play it yet. Não, eu apenas o comprei ontem, ainda não tive tempo de jogá-lo. Did she go to the movies last night? Ela foi ao cinema na noite passada. We went to the mall last week. Nós fomos ao shopping na semana passada. I took her and we had a great time. Eu levei ela e nós nos divertimos muito. I have tried to phone my cell phone operator to solve the problem, but every time I started to explain my situation, I was transferred to another person and I had to repeat the whole story again. Eu até tentei telefonar para a operadora de celular para resolver meu problema, mas cada vez que eu começava a explicar minha situação, era transferido para uma pessoa nova e tinha que repetir tudo de novo. Complete the text with simple past or present perfect. I have been abroad many times, but definitely from all the places I visit, London is my favorite. I went there 3 years ago and I loved it. The city is a mix of magnificence of the old days and the iron and glass architecture of modernity. I have visited many other cities along these years, but I reckon London is the best place to meet people from all over the world in a single place. I once even met a Tibetan monk eating fish and chips while strolling in Oxford Street. Can you imagine that scene? Complementary stop. Engineers have drawn or a blueprint of a loft. Many tourists, they have traveled to Canada. Dengue has spread all around Brazil, and so is coronavirus. The biology teacher has assigned us some homework, and a new drug to cure cancer has been tested in the United States. Where has your sister studied? She has graduated at Berkeley. Has your car already broken down? Yes, it has an engine failure. Who have you invited to your birthday party? I haven't made a list yet. Has Amanda hugged Rick? Yes, they have been together for 2 months now. Have the students done the math test? Yes, no, not yet. It was postponed to the next week. She has used the medicine for more than a year. Lucy and Paul have been married for quite a long time. He has exercised daily since he had a heart attack. Susanna has been on a diet for 2 months and lost 3 kilos already. I have studied English since I was 7 years old. We have been friends since kindergarten, and it hasn't rained a single drop for more than 2 months. Legal? Check the sentences if it's right or wrong. Ok, duas erradas. Explicação então. Simple, present perfect simple. Life experience, I've been to Tokyo. Have you ever traveled to Tokyo? Though I have never traveled to Tokyo. Present result, I have lost my keys, so I can't go outside. I have just lost my keys, eu acabei de perder minhas chaves, poderia ser também. New recent events, the president has given a long speech. O presidente deu um longo discurso. Se eu falar que ele acabou de fazer, o president has just given a long speech, que ele nunca deu, he has never given a long speech. Né? How long, então, para perguntar quanto tempo, né? How long have you studied at Superativo? I have studied here since I was a child. Eu estudei aqui desde que eu era uma criança. Legal, né? Se alguém ainda ficou com alguma dúvida do Present Perfect, só entrar em contato aí comigo. Tranquilinho. Vamos para a próxima lição, então. Vamos lá, mudar aqui para o livro dos alunos para evitar spoilers. What have we been doing to the environment? O que nós temos feito para o meio ambiente? Olha, atenção aqui, attention here. We use have we been. When we want to connect a situation that started in the past and is still happening in the present, quando eu quero falar de uma situação que começou no passado e ainda ocorre até o presente, eu uso have ou has, dependendo do sujeito. Por exemplo, I have, you have, we have, they have. Your father, your mom, your brother, your sister, your girlfriend, your boyfriend has. Your boyfriend has been dating you since last year. Seu namorado tem namorado com você desde o ano passado. Bolsonaro has been ruling Brazil since January. Bolsonaro tem presidido o Brasil desde janeiro. We have been having classes together since February. Nós temos tido aula juntos desde fevereiro. Vamos aqui escrever os exemplos, então. We have been studying together since February. Bolsonaro has been ruling Brazil since January. Legal? Alright. Look at the pictures and think about the causes and effects related to them. Vamos pensar nas causas e efeitos. Lembra então, hein? Uma situação que começa no passado e continua até o presente, ou algo que eu ainda posso ver o resultado no presente. Começou no passado, mas eu posso ver as consequências no presente. Né? Por exemplo, eu dizer, tem chovido muito. Não está chovendo agora, mas eu consigo ver os resultados da chuva. It has been raining a lot recently. Tem chovido muito recentemente. Então, have ou has, mais been, mais gerund, que é o que? Verb ing, um verbo com ing, tá? Coisas que começaram no passado e permanecem até o presente, ou mesmo que me possibilite ver suas consequências no presente. Então, isso que nós chamamos de present perfect continuous. Aqui, present perfect continuous. Vamos lá? Quem quiser ver aqui. Agora vamos lá. So look at the pictures and think the causes related to them. I think this is a drought. This is a garbage collection. Too many things are produced nowadays by factories mainly. So it also generates a lot of pollution. And these are the burns which Brazil has suffered, or which Brazil has been suffering a lot recently. This we call burns. So let's say Brazil tem sofrido com queimadas. Brazil has been suffering with burns or burnouts. Vamos ver depois como que o nosso livro sugere. O Brasil tem sofrido com queimadas. Garbage, trash, UV rays, ozone layer, sea rising, pole melting, global warming, greenhouse effect, deforestation. Então vamos lá para deforestation. Deforestation. Tá certo? Eita. Deforestation. Não é florestation, é deforestation. Bora lá. You're going to relate the two columns. O que é deforestation? Greenhouse effect é camada de ozônio? Não. Greenhouse effect é efeito estufa. Que branco é então? Greenhouse effects, efeito estufa. Vou pedir aí para a professora de biologia ajudá-los. Okay? Global warming, aquecimento global. Pole melting, derretimento dos polos. Sea rising, crescente dos mares, ozone layer, camada de ozônio, UV rays, raios ultravioletas, garbage trash é lixo. Vocês podem relacionar com essas colunas e pedirem ajuda à professora de ciências aí, biologia. Did you know what is a e-waste? E-waste is the short for electronic waste. It can be any outdated or obsolete appliance or electronic device, for example, televisions, microwaves, computers, and cell phones. It is one of the largest and most socially and environmentally problematic waste streams in the world today. One of the reasons is because these devices contain dangerous metals such as cadmium, mercury, and other substances which are harmful to the environment, such as CFCs and radioactive elements. Então, esses e-waste são os lixos eletrônicos e eles são os considerados um dos piores tipos de lixo do mundo porque eles têm componentes metálicos que são altamente prejudiciais ao meio ambiente, tá? Now fill the gaps with the correct words from the listing exercise 2. Vocês vão dar uma olhada aqui dessa lista de palavras e pegar as corretas para completar esse texto. For reading, look at the pictures below and discuss the questions. Let's discuss, you and I, guys. Which problem do they represent? How are they related? How do you feel about the situations shown in the picture? Qual problema eles representam? Como você as relaciona e como você se sente em relação ao que é mostrado nas figuras. Eu vou fazer então a minha análise em inglês. So the first one here we see the polar melting, which is also one of the problems of the global warming. And in this picture they portrayed a polar bear which barely can stand in this small block of ice. The melting of the polar ice coasts can affect the sea raising, which also may drown a couple islands and extinguish with some kind of life which we're not so familiar with, but maybe in different areas of the globe. It can be really, really affected. Here we have the sun burning Earth. These ultraviolet rays can affect not only people but the temperature on Earth as well. And here we have a flood which is caused by a lot of rain, and this is a social problem which can affect families. All right, now let's take a look here in Donald Trump's view on climate change. But before that, let's study some words here. Waste, desperdiçar, to ensure, garantir, CEO, Chief Executive Officer, o cargo mais alto na administração de uma empresa, agreement, acordo, to tackle, atacar ou encarar, to withdraw, renunciar ou deixar, fair, justo e overwhelming, predominante. Okay, let's get going. So Donald Trump's view on climate change. In response to a question about his views on climate change, on the science debate in September 2016, Trump implied that the US shouldn't waste financial resources on climate change and should instead use them to ensure the world has clean water, eliminate diseases like malaria, increase food production, or develop alternative energy sources. There is still much that needs to be investigated in the field of climate change, he said. We must decide on how to best proceed so that we can make our lives better, safer, and more prosperous. But then in 2016, President Trump had a series of meetings with environmentalists, including the actor Leonardo DiCaprio. Business Insider asked the CEO of the Leonardo DiCaprio's Foundation, Terry Tamminen, who was at the meeting, what was he like? I mean, Donald Trump, what was Donald Trump like? And Tamminen and DiCaprio presented Trump with multiple job-saving scenarios that the Paris Agreement could support. One talked to him about the benefits to the economy change, to the economy. Erasing. Paragraph 4 again. When I talked to him about the benefits to the economy of clean energy, in the US and energy efficiency and the various measures to tackle the climate change. He was all in favor of those because they were good for the economy as well as the environment. And that's when he then said that he would have an open mind about the Paris Agreement. Foi então que o Trump decidiu ter a mente mais aberta para uma economia voltada aos acordos do Tratado de Paris. Para quem não sabe, o Tratado de Paris é um tratado que tem como grande foco cuidar do meio ambiente, e o ator Leonardo DiCaprio, que é dono de uma fundação que trata de causas ambientais, se reuniu com o presidente Donald Trump para apresentar soluções econômicas aos Estados Unidos para poder conseguir fitar suas políticas governamentais no Tratado de Paris e, consequentemente, ter uma poluição mais controlada. While Trump may have had an open mind in December 2016, he ultimately chose to leave the agreement on June 2017. In his speech, Trump said that the United States will withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord but begin negotiations to re-enter either in the Paris Accord or a really entirely new transaction on terms that are fair to the United States, its business, its workers, and its people, its taxpayers. In a briefing with reporters after Trump's speech, White House officials refused to answer if Trump believed in the overwhelming sufficient consensus that humans are causing climate change. E no final, Trump foi questionado se ele acreditava que os seres humanos estão causando as mudanças globais no planeta. E reiterando que o Trump, então, em 2017, ele decide sair do Acordo de Paris, ignorando certas exigências ambientais em benefício de situações econômicas e monetárias. Legal? Read the text again. Então leiam vocês em casa, interpretem bem, traduzam e respondam essas perguntas and answer these questions right here. Então, a explicação do Present Perfect Continuous, que eu havia começado aqui no comecinho da aula aqui, né? Vamos dar uma olhada? Vamos lá. Present Perfect Continuous, usando então com have ou has, she has, he has, it has. Os demais have, been, tem estado, e o Present Participle. Present Participle here. Então, past, present, future. Começou no passado, consequências no presente e que se decorrem até o futuro, ou que eu consigo ver aí as consequências adiante, né? The present continuous or progressive is used to emphasize an action that started in the past but is still continuous in the present, or an action whose results are visible in the present. The boy is dirty because he has been playing. Então é gerúndio aqui, não particípio. Desculpem aqui o gráfico errado aqui, gerúndio, né? The boy is dirty because he has been playing soccer with his friends. Sujeito, have or has, been, verbo ing. Melissa and I have been dating for more than 1 year. Melissa e eu temos namorado por mais de 1 ano. Sujeito, have or has not been, verbo ing. Frases negativas. The boy hasn't been riding his bike since it broke down. O menino não tem andado de bicicleta desde que a bicicleta dele quebrou. E forma interrogativa, então, primeiro have ou has e depois o sujeito, como de praxe, já essa inversão, né? Have the students been doing any research about marine pollution? Os alunos têm estudado poluição marinha? E aqui vocês têm os exercícios relacionados que vocês vão fazer, né? Eu vou fazer mais uma explicação aqui antes de terminar a aula, para ficar mais tranquilo para vocês, beleza? Então, present perfect. Para perguntas, né? Vamos usar então how long aqui. Por quanto tempo? How long has your teacher been studying English? Por quanto tempo seu professor tem estudado inglês? He has been studying English since he was 12. Ele tem estudado inglês desde que ele tinha 12 anos. Ou he's been studying English for the past 16 years. Certo? Espero que vocês tenham entendido para realizar aqui as atividades, beleza? Eu volto então na semana que vem com a lição 4, com o capítulo 4 do livro. Beleza? Valeu, falou, fui.